Going on, everybody? Mississippi, 92 degrees. Just checking in with y'all. Make sure y'all stay cool wherever y'all at. 'Some popcorn, favorite snack. Instead of picking up some candy, I either chew some gum or eat some popcorn. It's 92 degrees outside. It's one of the hottest days in Mississippi so far. But July and August are gonna get to over 100. So to everybody, work outside. So you stay hydrated. So you like the video? So I think about the NBA Finals. I think the best team won. I think OKC was destined to win. Just that year, they were playing good all season. I don't think they are great. I think they're one of the better teams, but they're not an all-time great team. The pieces just fit really well. It's a great organization, great coaching, great GM. Shea, one of the all-time great players, but it's well deserved. Got the NBA draft tonight. Of course, Cooper flag going to the Mavericks. Ace Bailey kid, they might try to do him like they did Sanders. He may fall out the lottery, but wherever he goes, I think it's gonna be good. I'll pick up. Start a poll. That's all I like to actually talk about. Make sure y'all stay blessed. Make sure y'all save. Continue to save money. Make sure y'all investing in stocks. Towards some of your liabilities. Increase your income. Do a good rainy day fund. It's okay to chill out at the house on the weekend. Play spade. Cook. Spend time with your kids. Or you can either spend $100 at a restaurant, food and drinks, taxes and tips. You'll still be hungry when you get home. You take the same $100, go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of food, have some left over. So be smart with your money. But it's okay to go out every now and then, but be smart with your money. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy, eat fruit, a lot of fruit, vegetables. Lay off some of that meat, that pork. Substitute some of that pork for some baked fish, some baked chicken. You don't have to get a gym membership. Exercise. You can exercise at home, walk around the neighborhood, jog, push ups, sit ups. You just got to set attainable goals. People do it. They set high expectations, and once they don't exceed their expectations, they end up quitting the plan altogether. So set daily goals that are attainable. You want to start by exercising. You know, set a goal that's attainable. Don't set no impossible goal. And then once you don't reach it, you become less motivated. Set a goal. I'm gonna walk for 10 minutes a day after work. Just obtainable. Don't say I'm gonna go get 10,000 steps and you only getting 2,500 a day. Don't be saying okay, I'm gonna start doing 10,000 steps a day. You know, always something that you can obtain. It's going to continue to inspire you to keep going. You're going to go from 10 minutes walk to 15 to 20. You know, you got to stop making excuses. Get stuff done. You know, I like the video. Thank y'all for subscribing. So I got planned for the 4th of July. With most people off, taking off, spend time with their family. Highly recommend it. If all possible, take off. Spend time with your family. Just don't never know when will be the last time you see them. So I'm real big on taking time out, spending time with your family. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. So, these jobs, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna hire you. They're gonna fire you. They're gonna find somebody to replace you. It's just what it is. I never let a job stress me out. You know, get fired. Hey, it ain't the end of the world. Go home. You know, think about the whole situation and what you could have done better. Go, just apply that going forward. But nothing to lose sleep about. If you got your savings, that's what the rainy day fund for, savings for. Of course, nobody want to, burn through their savings, but you know, that's what it's for. That's why we save, because if I didn't have any savings, then I have to go hurry up and reapply for a job that's probably um, less than what I currently have, because I don't have any savings. So savings for you to have a little break where you can sit down and actually apply for a job that's at the same level, even higher. Go on your interviews, you know, take a look, take their time to, reflect and get projects done around the house and spend time with the kids. So you can turn that negative into a positive, but always keep your dignity never let anybody, make you feel some type of way about a job. It's like a partnership. You know, you work at a job, they talking down to you. You don't feel good about it. Uh, put your 2 weeks notice in and just let it be. Find something better. You know. Be able to stand up for yourself. Let these jobs control you and control your household. Because what's gonna happen is you get stressed out at work, you're gonna take that stress out on your family. That's why I'll never let a job, nothing stress me out. Don't even talk about work at home. When we clock out, when we clock out, it's all about the family. Always protect your mental health. You don't, nobody else will. People run you to the in the ground, and you go get sick and die, and have your job posted the next day. You know, people forget about you. You think it's all love. If you ever been fired before, you think it's all love, and once you get fired, you think, oh man, these, that's, they need me. No, they don't need you. Guarantee they don't need you. They gonna bounce back. They may struggle for a second, you know. They gonna bounce back. So don't ever think, no matter how good you is at your job, how long you've been at that job, you know, that you can be replaced. Don't ever think that you can be replaced. So in order to hold your leverage, you take care of you use the money that you make to put yourself in a great situation. So I'm gonna save up money so if something was to happen with my job or I'm in a situation that I don't like or I'm getting treated a certain way or I don't feel like I'm getting paid or get compensated for what I do, then I might request them leave. If they wanna negotiate at that point, we can talk negotiate. If not, you know, you can end it. No little loss. But it's because you put yourself in a situation where you saved it, where you made your money, you didn't go spending on this unnecessary stuff, you saved it because you wanted to have leverage. You know, that's what people fail at. They spend out, they fail to save, and they're dependent on these. They live and check to check because they're trying to look and be like everybody else. If your job income don't allow you to be like everybody else, you shouldn't be like everybody else. Or you can try to be like everybody else. So what happens is me and you working at the same job, um, you trying to do like I am, but you don't know that I'm saving money on the side. So you're keeping up with me, going out doing stuff with me, but you don't know that I already got my finances in order. So you get fired, I get fired, we quit. You got to go find something quick. And the quick jobs usually the ones that you don't want. Like usually the ones that nobody they can't keep nobody. It ain't good work. So you stuck at a job, probably making less, is even struggling even more. But if you had savings, you can take your time, apply for, the things that you want to do, not just any job. Oh, apply for what you want to do. Go on your interviews. You got time to get prepared. And 2 or 3 months at the most, you'll probably back doing even better. But best time to apply for a job is not best time to apply for a job is not in a rush, like doing bad. best time to apply for a job is when you actually have that you're doing well. Like you don't go to a car. I mean, okay, you go. Most people go to a car dealership when they need a car. You know, they don't go to a car dealership unless they need a car. Some people don't apply for a job, another job, until they need a job. But I believe you should actually always be looking for better, better yourself. You know, I always think you should keep your eye open for opportunities. Don't just get in a position of comfort and just stay at a job. And then if it's type of way when they want to move on from you, you know, because it's gonna eventually happen. They're gonna want to get, you're gonna get comfortable. Um, Things change. You know, they may be looking to move in a different direction. You know, so it's like a car dealership. You don't want to wait until you actually absolutely need a car before you even start thinking about the process or even looking. They don't sell you whatever they want you to have at the price they want you to pay. And you get to the car dealership and you absolutely need a car, you just gonna have to take what they offer you. But if you've been looking for a while, you know, and kind of figuring out how much you can afford, and then once you do need a car, you already, you know, got everything in order. So with a job, if you doing, you don't want to wait until you upset at your boss or on your second strike to try to apply for a job because you find you're gonna apply for a job that's maybe a little bit below your standard because you're like, man, I'm trying to get up out of here. So what you should do is, while things are going well, apply for a job that you would love to have. Does that make sense? So you're at a good place with your job. You know, you're not gonna just go apply for anything. You want to go apply for something that you'll actually go to, interview that you actually would take off to go to, because it's something that you want to, you know, better yourself. So I want y'all to think about that. Don't wait till you get become disgruntled and decide, okay, I want to find me something else to do, and just go and start applying for whatever trendy, whatever available. Think about that. You know, you may not get it, but at the same time, you'll go into the you'll go into a situation looking to get the best out of it because you don't necessarily have to have it. That makes sense. So if I go into a situation and I apply for a job and I get it, and we want to talk about the salary, and I don't have any other job, then I'm just probably gonna accept what they offer. But if I can have a job and I'm comfortable, got savings, everything good, I can sit down and have a, you know, and tell them exactly what I want. And if they don't, they decide to go a different direction and pick somebody else, that's fine. You know, I didn't settle because their job is to hire you at the minimum. But you know, you set the standards and say, hey, you really want me, you're gonna give me, you know, you're gonna accept what I believe I'm worth. So that way you're gonna treat me like what I'm worth. If I just come in and I need y'all, this is how you gonna treat me. You gonna treat me like any kind of way because you feel like, oh well, he need us, so I'm gonna treat him like that. But if they equally want you just as much as you want them, then they'll offer you with your word. So I'm gonna leave that message with y'all. Um, reach out to me if you got any questions. Drop me a comment. Let me know you watch this video. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. All right. I hope y'all have a blessed day.